Let's go back to something else that you kind of had a bit of a drive-by on there. You mentioned the £1 million bet. Just
Yeah,
explain to everybody who's listening what that is, because I was like, was there a race or was it something? This is actually a bet that won £1 million. So just explain this, because this must have been a fairly sensational thing to witness.
it was. So I think it was in late November or early December. Conor, he was the sort of second foreman. He kind of helped out Corky. Corky could delegate a bit to him and rely on him. Conor would see an awful lot and was in communication with all of the riders and the jockeys. That was his job. So he got a lot of, he knew everything about every horse. It was his job to know it. And he had a bet in late November or early December. I think it was a £50 bet on 5 horses at the Cheltenham Festival. So the second week in March, good 4 months off. So an awful lot can happen in that time.
This is Christmas 2011 to March, Paddy's Day 2012. That's
Yeah,
the
that's
time
right.
frame. Yeah.
That's it. Yeah. So a £50 bet, 5 horses, all horses had to win. And looking back on it now, I think he had great horses in there at great prices. He had Sprinter Sacra, Simon Sig, Bobsworth, Finian's Rainbow to win the Champion Chase, who looked very doubtful for a while. And it all came down, those 4 horses won, and it all came down to Riverside Theatre on Thursday. He had 4 out of 4 by the end of Wednesday, and he needed Riverside Theatre to win on Thursday to get his £1 million. And I don't know if anyone remembers the race, but the horse did everything he could to not win the race. He got in, he made mistakes at fences, he lost ground at crucial parts. And Barry Geraghty, you'd swear Barry had put the bet on. He rode him like he's never ridden another horse and got up on the line to win by the shortest of margins. It was just absolutely, and I used to ride out Riverside Theatre, so it was emotional for me anyway. And then I knew about Conor's bet. It was just, the yard went insane. For about a week, the place was bonkers.
And I was going to ask, because you said you shared a house or the two semi-Ds side by side. What were the parties like that week?
Uh, It was quiet for a couple of days because Conor just couldn't believe it. He couldn't really understand. He still didn't believe it. There was a small bit of not an issue, but I think when he put the bet on, it was 50 quid, and it was actually to win 3.2 million. But the small print with the bookmakers was that the maximum payout of any bet was 1 million. So I think he tried for a while to see if he could get the 3.2 or get 2 or something like that, but it never came to anything. But it was great fun. He ended up leaving at the end of the year and moved to America, and he's been training successfully in America since. So we had a great party at the end of the season as well for him to see him off.